Wow, what the fuck happened? Wait, what? What the fuck happened? What? Oh, it's because Unreal. No, not Unreal. Unity. Because Unity games merge together. Anyway, hello. I had a good day at work yesterday, and things went pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work some more. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna work on making sure I get all of my get my tracks uploaded to the new distributor, take down some old stuff. Yeah. Wait, what? Did I? What? Wait, what? Why was control held down? Okay. Well, how did I hold control? How the fuck did I hold control down? That's freaky. Freaky, scary, spooky, hilarious. Okay. Cool. There's that. Oh yeah. Oh baby. I'm gonna put on a YouTube video and honk me, if you know what I mean. No, hold on. Not sleep. I just want to do like a. What the fuck? What? Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna be okay. I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna be chatting it up. Keeping busy on stuff. That's really about it. Where the hell am I getting the what? See if I can put some music on for you guys. I just kind of want to listen to videos before. Oh yeah, actually, it's just 33. So my first goal right now, I need to port over 2 more releases. Actually, 3 more releases. I need to port over Terror District, and I need to port over Virtual Mortality and Rebooted Realities Volume 1. Which, while I'm at it, I should probably change the cover art for. Because Rebooted Realities Volume 1, it still says Part 1. I think Volume 1 kind of fits better with the overall feel of the record, personally. But that's also just me. You know what I mean? That is me, I guess. I don't know. Another thing I want to do is then after that, I want to continue to work on the game. Once I get that taken care of, I do want to fucking work on the thing I need to do for Trina. Because I have been severely falling behind on that, and I really need to get that done. Fuck. Yeah, because I've been trying to get Rebooted Realities and the whole fucking project done on time. That it's just kind of been. That's my dad. Thank you very much. Ain't no way. I said all my talents are going bald. What the fuck is going on? And then Lulu says they don't want you to feel alone when your hairline starts going. Oh, I'm getting owned. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm so... Oh, that's funny, though. It will make sense. It still doesn't. Oh my god. I have so many volume 1. And then just literally copy paste it for the rest of these. Because this is part 1. Should be volume 1. I can't believe I got fucking owned like that. I cannot believe this. There you go. Reboot Realities Volume 1. Oh, and then I forgot to add the Alpha Pulse Music logo. Oops. You already have the Terra logo in the middle. So it just needs one more fixture. There we go. Alpha Pulse Music. Alright. I want to make this a little more consistent. I put Momo's in the top right. So where I put, I think I've started, I just put them all over the fucking place. But with the live, I guess, I'll have something like that. I'm gonna listen to some stuff from Sacro because he covered the Ben Drowned the full thing for it, and there's something about it that just went. Oof. See your talents carefree. I love them dearly. Shoulders. That should have did. Captain. Cool. So that's that. Rebooted Reality is the single now. It's Terror District. Oh boy. This one's gonna be tough because I need to basically copy paste everything. I don't know his last name. Terror District. Let's get this ported over. My fucking magnum opus. And Virtual Immortality gonna be a bitch. All right. I'm gonna actually just re-upload Rebooted Realities first. Rebooted Realities Part 1 first. Because that's... Don't I need more, though? I need BAM and all that. BAM. Yeah, I need all the reboot. Fuck. Ugh. your lips. There's still your lips. Electronic. Alpha pulse music. Well, this is the best part too. I can actually just drag and drop. Yeah, drag and drop it right in. Blip. My God, they're all going bald. They're all going bald. They're all fucking going bald. I can't with this. Bruh. There you go. Now it's uploaded. Composer. Producer. Bam. Oh my eye. Writer roles. Oh, this is the one I have to credit David on, because technically he. He was inspired by, because that's the option. Because it was inspired by. Garden. Oh, I gotta go back and because that's right. This isn't. Yes, I have Apple Music. Save. Yes, I have Apple Music. Save. He's playing right here. No, what is this? Okay, damn. Rat. Alright, there's only 10 tracks. It's not terrible. Yes. Okay, go. Audio for Rat. Easy. Rat's a fun one. Giggity, giggity, goo. Hot and real private chat room. So 1, 2, 3. All right. 23rd, get paid on 26th. So 26th, the 10th, the 24th, the 7th. Play the Song of Healing. Death. Song of Death. What a what? with this. Yeah, I'll remember Legends 31. I'm just. Let's see if I can get better. I'm gonna edit to mobile's release. What I need to do. Okay. Hook was not on the cool. I like that. Thank you. I would have disabled that ASAP. Just finally realized what hook was. I'm like, oh. Yep, hook's already disabled. I think hook needs to get disabled for mine. That's the only. Nope. You know what?
Talk about it, but also there's a place for users to
Just have this here. That was complete silence.
They appear to be very selective, but exactly what they're looking for in a potential member is unknown. With 2 hours to go until the clock reached the end, an email was obtained from Ifrit's contact page. This is when players started to send him questions in hopes of figuring out what exactly was going on. The email belonged to a man named
Advisory,
which was a different name than what was on Ifrit's profile.
Oh boy.
Let me just share the pertinent information. It was discovered through back and forth emails that Ben was a member of the cult who had ascended. His body, notably, was never found. Ben was also referred to as Matt's brother, so that was most likely a cult thing. Rosa was also mentioned as being his sister, which might fall under the same meaning. As the last hour neared, players wouldn't receive correspondence from Ifrit. They would get a single message that said he had heard someone knocking on his door. Following that, there was nothing. The account had gone silent. Just before the counter reached 0, there was a response video posted to Free. This video was posted by a channel titled The Link Missing. The account is owned by someone named Alex, the same one mentioned before. The video had Adult Link and Ocarina of Time playing the Song of Time in front of the moon. This shut down the You Shouldn't Have Done That website. When it came back up, players found out that it had been sent back in time. They had just discovered the main gameplay loop of the ARG. The site could be reset back to the first day in the same way that the video game could. This was a gift from Alex, who had just sent the players into the second cycle. Starting the second cycle, players immediately noticed that Ifrit was gone.
Damn it, there's no easy way I can do it.
All that would greet you would be 3 effigy statues with the text, expecting to find someone else.
Guys, 30 songs and 30 dudes, so 60.
Something happened to Ifrit. Something that players would need to find out. The first major breakthrough of the second cycle was when a player played the new...
Unless there's a way that I can just like...
This song brought back the Matt Hubris email, but it wasn't Matt on the other end. This time the person was Rosa. Rosa was worried about Matt and hadn't seen him since the blackout. Just like with Ben. The final thing she mentioned is hearing it coming down outside of her door. There were a ton of songs being tried with different effects on the game. This would continue with the Song of Healing and the song that summons the 4 giants, the Oath to Order. These would have varying effects that I'll get to later, because the game was being reset again when a player uploaded the Song of Time again in an attempt to save Rosa. The attempt was met with trepidation, but it was soon made clear what happened. The Rosa video. You didn't save her. Just
try there.
This wasn't the end of the bad news either. A video was uploaded to the Link Missing YouTube channel showing Link had been slain by Shadow Link. This happened because the players tried to play the Oath to Order without the proper tools needed. This led to the death of Alex as well. All wasn't lost as another player uploaded a video of Link reviving with a fairy, and this was accepted. Alex was brought back to life, which leads directly into him disappearing after another song was played, the Sonata of Awakening. The game continued with a torrent of files being discovered hidden on the website. None of them are required for this story, and just add a bit of world building. The files included images, sound files, and music files that could be heard when navigating the website. The story picked back up after a short hiatus with a new website, Within Hubris. This is a forum with a lot of hidden messages and areas to explore. This site also gives the biggest clue to what actually is happening in the ARG. On the forums, you can find members that had previously ascended. This includes Rosa and Neko. There's also some signs hinting to Rosa being trapped somewhere. And this is effectively where Arc 2 ends. The game was becoming too hard for the creator, Alex, to run. The community was running rampant on the first website. Also, he was trying to make a real game, to be what users would interact with for the third and final arc. That game would never come out due to several issues surrounding its creation. This is where the story ended for many. The year was 2012, and a few canceled projects really halted the story to a standstill. The audience was eagerly waiting for the game, or the movie, or something else to look for on the Within Hubris website, but it all seemed unlikely. With that, the project once again went on hiatus, but that wouldn't be the end of the story. 8 years later, on March 17th of 2020, the story would return in full, this time with a lot more to show.
August 14th. August 14th of what year? 22. I forgot. Yeah, damn, I forgot. It was that long ago.
This video seems to suggest that multiple timelines are merging together. That somehow time is acting differently, and the world is heading towards the worst timeline possible. The end of the video talks about awakening and says that it's coming. The story for this
I don't think Routenote fully took down. What the fuck?
The YouTube channel was being utilized way more, and there would be a video for everything we needed to see. Of course, there was still plenty of hidden lore that can be found through the different codes and new website. After the video, hubris.wmv would be the next video to premiere on the channel. It was a wall of text being written against a backdrop of a destroyed house. The text appears to be talking about human complacency and how the world around us is taken for granted. That the world had changed and we were incredibly unprepared for it. The video then cuts to gameplay of Majora's Mask. The game is corrupted, more than usual. It shows Link looking at what appears to be a mirrored version of Terminus. The screen then cuts to the file selection screen and a new file named End. The next video uploaded was END.
Okay, that works.
In the video, there's another section of text against the destroyed room. Here the person explains that the world seems to be in the end times. It appears to be on the brink of collapse and that an apocalypse has started. There are sections of intermixed Majora's Mask footage throughout. The most notable part of the video starts after. The person typing up these notes is named Jadis. This is where the Awakening arc really begins. The next upload was Transmission. In the video, Jadis and his friend named Denton were looking for the state of the world they live in. None of them were using their real names. Everyone in the timeline instead used pseudonyms that they chose. When they find Berkeley, he is squatting in some destroyed home. When confronted, the man talks as if he isn't really there. Berkeley then gives up his real name, Tyler Lawman, the same Tyler that went with Deducible to see the old man in Arc 1. In this world, if you give up your real name, that means you're either going to kill those that know it or yourself. This put everyone immediately on edge, and guns were pulled. Denton then tries to reason with the man, saying they had a group that
That was way easier.
He doesn't seem to take notice. The man then asks Jadis for his real name, which he doesn't give. This causes Tyler to laugh and go on a rant. He explains that the world is all a product of his mind. That somehow he had created this apocalyptic world through his thoughts. That when he died, everyone was dying with him. After a brief bit of talking, Tyler elects to take his own life. The two were unsuccessful in saving him. He was beyond their capabilities. The next video had a spectrogram code, like many of the others in this arc, and revealed binary code. When that was decoded, it led to a single question. What happened in 2012? This seems like one we've seen before, but it ends in a very important way. It shows Link finding that the Happy Mask Salesman, Epona, Skull Kid, and Elegy statue are all in Termina Field. The ocarina is pulled out, and the video ends with Link standing ready to play a song. This implies that this again is what players must do to play. This is where the story sort of starts to take on a different tone than previous parts. Even so, we are introduced to our new website and the hub for the story, methodsofrevolution.com, which is also the site for the movie that never came out. It hadn't received updates since 2012, but now there are some new blog posts stated to have come out in 2013. This website also posted that question of what happened in 2012. It also was going to give us the answer. More importantly to the game, though, it would have the polls that players would vote on in order to progress the game. There are some rather interesting pieces to be found on the website. The first was a series of chat logs between users whose names had been purposely covered up. Scrubbing through each of these chats, these users would appear to be members of the old website, those that had ascended. The number of letters that are covered up perfectly matched to those that had descended, including Duskworld 23, Neko, and Insidiae, the latter being mentioned by name. They're talking about being homesick, which doesn't really make sense, since they are supposed to be dead and all. They seem to be referring to the timeline syncing up. The convergence of whatever happened to the world in 2012 that differed from our own world. We'll come back to what I think that means later. The Sonata of Awakening was chosen in the community poll. The next video that was scheduled to be released was called Sonata. It would be released not long after the poll. The video showed Link playing the Sonata of Awakening and literally ascending into the sky. As he does so, images would flash on screen, and briefly, a video of a man in a gas mask.
There it is.
The next video is king.txt, which comes from Jadis. Jadis talks about how the old world used to feel like a chore for him, and that somehow he is finding his place in the new one. He talks about how he's starting to see weird coincidences in his day-to-day life. Repeating numbers and signs were a few of the examples he gave. The video ends with him making a similar reference to an earlier video, saying that his forehead was tingling and that he is being guided by something. A new video was getting ready to be posted, and it was one that the community had been waiting years for. Children.wmv was finally going to be shown to the world. In the first arc of Ben Drowned, there was a video summary that Deducible finds but doesn't remember writing or even recording. Could this be that exact video? The video appears to show what would happen if an alternate decision was made during the Gateway video. This one has some very interesting imagery of Link walking around a corrupted clock town, seeing a giant Deku scrub, seeing the Elegy statue or Ben,
Oh my
and
god.
finally running into this guy. An NPC from Ocarina of Time that ran the potion.
Oh, my stream is going down the drain.
A face then appears on screen with the words, "You shouldn't have done that." A new link was found on the Methods of Revolution website. This one led to a file called therealtruth.rt, which appeared to be an altered version of Discovery Part 1. The file is relatively similar, but changes all of the instances of Ben to Ben with all caps. There's also a new entry for September 10th at 9 p.m. This entry seems to be talking about he calls him weak, greedy, and pathetic, but also vulnerable and alone. Quoting it, "These messages are not meant for them to read right now. None of it will make sense to either this desperate puppet or his audience at present. Conclusion, it is a wasted effort. Regrettably, in order to achieve fulfillment and ascend, we will need to wait.
Oh my god.
We will continue to form our own consensus. But there's too much of a commotion here. That blithering idiot could set us back if we are discovered. Then patience is the answer. Time is inconsequential here. We're attempting to interface with our world again. Show ourselves to him. Show that we are meant and we are watching. Is it time? That has a high probability of completely fracturing his already weakened mind. Yes. Yes, this one will die soon. Yes, this world is beginning to fall apart as well. Yes, but on that matter, it is a debate. Our ability to interact with clear flame to only a few. Yes, but it will be that way forever. Yes, the probability of compatible is too great if we wait too long. Yes, there is a change. It will take years, but that is acceptable. Delete it. Yes, but they should do it too late. Yes, only when it is too late. Following this, another poll was posted and voting began. The options were run, fight, and hide. After a close vote, the poll ended with this finish, and the option for hide just barely went down. The next video was from Jadis again and was called 2018.40. This video talks about how his life was before the collapse of the economy. He had just bought a house, and happy. But really, he always felt like something was missing. He never quite felt fulfilled. He laments that he didn't get lucky where he is now. But this video was Kelvin. This video was set to premiere and had a few changes before it could. First, the title and tags were changing throughout, with the video title landing on the father. More importantly, the video changed to say this. They don't need to see this. I'm uploading it. He has already said it doesn't matter. They don't need to see it. This is a binary code that translated to the last missing video, also found in the description. This video showed what happened next in the deducible video. The names of the files start with the link and map files. When the game resets, there's a new file titled Children with no secondary
Oh,
file.
no, it's Friday.
Selecting Children, the game starts.
It still wouldn't hurt because I do have to go move my car for Monday. It's not hard. I can do that tomorrow. My one headlight's out, so.
The potion seller NPC from before. The world is in absolute ruin, with missing textures everywhere and a strange noise. Link leaves the town and the first game is set in stone. Stop exploring the world. Don't wake him up. When the file select screen comes back up, children can install all the new files. Check the files deleted, children is selected. For a moment before falling into the game. Turn back now. The game resets again, and this time the second file says please. The game once again loads in with a message. Everything is deconstructing. Link is in the void. Before him is Azora playing a song on the piano. As he continues, there is the change of Azora. Now it's from Lulu in the game. Down on the ground, and something he heard. I'm not sure if it's from Lulu. Link continues his path until he gets to the front of the bridge. I'll let you know.
Big scary face. Now the big scary face has eyeballs. And he blinks. Oh, problem. Bad. And we're dead.
This is the father, and Deducible seems to have found his end in the game. It was always hinted at, but never stated outright. Deducible died. Somehow, this game had killed him, and he had ascended, but not of his own free will, but the other. This was an answer to a decades-long question. What happened to Deducible at the end of his playthrough of Majora? Well, our answer is bittersweet, but something we all expected. A new poll was added to the Methods of Revolution site, this one titled, Awaken the Second Player. The only two choices were yes and no. This would be met with a yes on the poll. Before we get into that, there was another video being posted on the channel from Jadis titled Baker.txt. This was a conversation in a coffee shop between Jadis and his friend Baker. Baker was telling him that there was a riot that was going to happen in the city that night, and that he needed to leave before a lockdown was put in place. There are allusions to the real world thrown all around within this video. With this being released in 2020, a a lot of the lockdown, the virus, and riots were mentioned.
Yeah. But it was for a different reason.
The story is taken in a different direction, with a cure being stated to be some biblical mark of the beast type deal. The final line of the back and forth said, "I'm telling you, whatever they end up proposing, don't get it put in you." The story was starting to sound like something had happened in 2012, turned into something also happening in the current time. That timeline had been hit multiple times by societal changes that had brought it all to near collapse. The was titled Awakening, before being changed to Methods of Revolution Day 1. This video starts to shift into the endgame of the Ben Drowned ARG. With this video, we'd be getting a different kind of series, one where every decision is likely to lead to an outcome that we can't come back from. The video starts with a man waking up in a dark room. Immediately, he finds a flashlight and sees a sign that says, "Don't let him hear you." There are these creepy mannequin heads inside the room, which clearly looks like a hotel. Another note is found on the desk that says that time is wrong here. This is followed by the person saying that he hasn't eaten in 10 days, but that he hasn't had to. The final message is that he needs to stay silent. Someone is watching and listening. If he wants to survive, he just needs to follow that one rule. As the video continues, Player 2 then hears breathing at the door and goes to check out the looking glass. What he sees is a man in a gas mask walking by.
Here's kind of where my inspiration for what I'm doing next is going to come from.
After a short while, he finds a radio. Another man's voice can be heard speaking through it. I'll play this scene now.
"So, I see you met the jailer on the first floor. Face to face. Sorry, where are my manners? You can call me Aiden. Yeah, that's Aiden. And if you think this is the confusing part, you really haven't seen anything yet. Listen, I'm gonna do this. Don't worry about what day it is. Don't worry about what year it is. Don't even worry about what you used to know, because it's not gonna help you here. You, my friend, are a completely blank slate. Wherever you thought you were, doesn't matter. It's gone. You're completely cut off from the outside world, in what would best be described as a halfway house. You're on the first floor, surrounded by oblivion, and any attempts to leave via window or entryway result in immediate termination. So between you and me, it's not really the way to go. But it brings up the bigger question. Why even leave? You've got it great here. We've got books to read. You got a better chance to get in touch with God. We've got entertainment sets. As long as you stay away from the jailer, you shouldn't have any problem. At worst, there may be new arrivals that are not as quiet as you are and take some time to get used to the new location. They happen from time to time, and it's unavoidable. Persist outside the usual time frame and continue to be a problem, we'll remove them no problem for you. There is a little bit of bad news. I regret to inform you that it looks like your friend, and I say friend, she's more like a predecessor, in your room and trying to communicate something with you before she trashed it. So, apart from delaying your entertainment set by a few days, sorry, it's not really quite the warm welcome we wanted for you. There's one thing you're right about, though, is that, time and items in this world don't really have the same kind of permanence. But I wouldn't really look to her for, role model examples. Again, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to you. It's a misnomer to say that you yourself have been given free will again. A better way to describe it would be that you're awake and you're properly receiving. I never tell any subjects this because they always refuse to believe that they have anything less than free will and yada yada. But your case is a little bit of a special one. Your consciousness, believe it or not, is comprised of several hundred of those that participated in the original St. Louis incident. That is... it's crazy, but also no offense, we do have a bit of a death pool going on how quickly you'll try and leave the room and die. Past history has shown they don't really like doing what they're told, and it's like they don't really value human life. They just like to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So, sorry to you, and But you know, if I were you, I would just stay and relax here. You really have nothing to worry about. You're totally safe here. You don't need to eat. We've taken care of all that stuff for you. We've got your entertainment set up here once we clear out all this debris. And you just need to sit back and relax and just enjoy the parameters.
Yep.
This scene gives us a lot to think about. Player 2 was awakened based on the voting from the community. It seems that Abel is also referring to the community voting here with the polls. This is establishing the community as a player in the story again. Abel also mentions that someone was in the room before Player 2 awakened. The quick interference from Rosa near the end makes it seem like it might have been Rosa. Almost every video in this arc has had a special intro with some dialogue from Rosa. Could this be how she makes her way back into the story? Methods of Revolution Day 3 is the next video that goes live, and we're introduced to a new person. Player 2 wakes up and immediately hears a woman screaming next door. He tries to get in contact by knocking on the door, which does get her attention. She continues yelling that she doesn't know where she is and she needs help. After rifling through the notebook, he finally ends up getting a marker and a free piece of paper to write a note. He tells her she needs to stop talking. She starts banging on his wall, asking for help, completely ignoring the note. Player 2 tries to find a way to calm her down, but the ominous breathing from before can be heard. Her door is opened and the jailer has arrived. The woman screams one more time before being silent. She has fallen victim to him. 2 new polls hit the community. The first asks which items in this photo should the MC take with him when he tries to leave the room. The winning votes were the notepad, flashlight, and a model head.
Oh, that's name. That's the wrong one.
The second poll went up a week later, and players were also warned that this decision made in this poll would directly affect the MC in some way and carried more weight than the other polls thus far. This means that this is where the community gets to decide how the story progresses. The poll question had 8 options, and it was entirely up to the community. The 8 questions were related to when the MC should try and leave the room. The
Crimson Innocence was Gnome Terror Track, I believe.
The final option was to stay, which would let the week pass by without leaving the room. The poll came to a close with day 6, being chosen with the majority of the vote. The next video would be released and based on the vote from the community. Methods of Revolution Day 6 was released and had player 2 click before leaving the room. This is the first time that player 2 and the community get to see the rest of the environment. The hallway is empty when he leaves, but the exit appears to be locked. He ends up finding a stairwell and ascending the building. The next floor is lit up by red lights, giving an ominous feeling. Player 2 pulls out his flashlight and starts looking around. The hall leads him to a bunch of discarded cardboard boxes. Further in, he finds another room with number 206 on it, and enters it. The notes read, "So many more voices up here. Is this my fault? Did I ask for this? Silenced my life away." There is one more note that says that someone is leaving and hopes that there are others. Player 2 walks up to the door and opens it slightly. Looking down the hall, he sees a dark figure moving. He quickly closes the door and locks it. He takes a seat as the sound of something moving by continues. Among the notes, a map was also found. This map appears to have been written by someone else trying to make their way through the building. It shows what rooms have either been explored or where they are located. The elevator clearly doesn't work and is marked out thusly. Another poll would go live, this time asking what time player 2 should leave this room. The poll was a little closer this time with 62 votes for day 5 and 44 votes to stay put. This would mean that they would be leaving the room again, 5 days from when they arrived. Methods of Revolution Day 11 is uploaded next, and immediately gets to the action. Player 2 grabs his stuff and leaves the new room. He makes it outside and hears the same motion as before. He turns and is immediately caught by the jailer and killed on the spot. A still frame of the
What in the fuck?
For a second before cutting to black. Day 14 goes across the screen and we're met with a new protagonist, Player 3. She wakes up in the same room that Player 2 had started in and starts to investigate her surroundings. While exploring the room, Abel comes over the radio. He goes on a similar tangent as before, while explaining that this isn't the first person to die.
Honestly, though, go have your own delusions of grandeur and wander off and die soon anyway. I'm telling you this right now, point blank. You can't leave. Any attempts to leave via window or entryway result in immediate termination. Your job is to just stay here and relax. You're here because you wanted to be. Everyone always seems to forget that. Listen, just don't bother trying to follow in his footsteps. He took a few items with him when he left, but fortunately, one of the things he took with him was exactly the thing that allowed him to figure out how to sneak past the because without that, you absolutely have no chance in hell to figure out how he managed to escape, which is for the best, really. That means you can stay alive and stay here. Unless you, well, no, never mind. Here's hoping that, I'll be able to talk to you again.
Able to think I doubt it.
She can't leave and is trapped in a limbo of sorts. She needs to just relax, because this was her choice to be here, but when they arrive, they always want to leave. Abel's words here allude to what the overall story of what's happening here. His words could mean a lot of things, but it appears this place isn't just kidnapping people, but rather they chose to be here and then somehow decide to leave once they arrive. This points to people that choose to arrive feeling like they had no other option. The need to escape, even with the danger of the jailer, isn't enough to stop them from trying. The next community poll asked the same question as before, since the new gameplay loop was to decide how to safely traverse the hotel. Alex stated that this was possible for someone to explore the whole hotel, but that it was unlikely to be done with the first MC, as their death was almost inevitable. With that in mind, the community overwhelmingly voted to stay this time. The warning before was clear. It was hard to explore without being caught. The original idea was to follow the notes left in the Bible, but it was risky since they'd already killed one MC off. Due to waiting, the room now had been furnished. Player 3 wakes up
Existing.
has been given that entertainment package that was promised to Player 2.
The magic.
Inside, she finds a Nintendo 64 with a single controller and one game. She flips it over to reveal Majora on the cover. This is the exact same copy of the game that had started this whole rabbit hole. Jaduciple had played this game and met his end. Now she was given the same opportunity. She loads the game up and names herself Sarah, which is the name we'll be using from now on. The game goes up as you'd expect until a new piece of dialogue is introduced. That's a nice name. This is when players are introduced to the two major plot threads they can follow. The first is to explore the hotel and experience the world that Sarah is trapped in, to see what else the Ben storyline has to offer. The other option is to explore the game world, to figure out what exactly is haunting that cartridge. These options are time sensitive and need players to balance the two. Both options will have an ending worth the time investment. With that, the poll was put up. Either explore the haunted cartridge or explore the hotel. It wasn't even close on the vote, as the former took 83%. This means that it's time to go back to Majora, back to Ben. The next video is titled Methods of Revolution, Ben. This video starts with Sarah in an area. She's in a forest with a happy masked salesman dead on the ground. As she's examining his body, her perception moves starts to shake the ground. As she's walking away, she falls through the ground and a familiar song can be heard in the background. The box appears and someone calling themselves Ben is talking. They said they're safe here. This new place looks just like the ending cutscene from the game. The tree stump has all the faces seen during the end cutscene. Here, Sarah's asking, will she play a song for Ben? The video then cuts back to the hotel. Abel says that the game is acting weird, and that he's going to reset it for her. He calls Ben a rogue AI that is trying to communicate with her. The screen shows Sarah sitting on the bed looking at the black screen, before going back to the game at the stump. Here are choices to be made by the community. Do they want Sarah to play a song for Ben, and if so, what song? The other option is to explore the hotel. Both of these polls were placed online and ready for the community. At the same time, another important piece of the puzzle was posted onto the Methods of Revolution website. It was discovered on the site's URL and contains another one of Jadis' journal entries. The journal entry gave the players another peek into the world that he existed in. Riots, unrest, a new virus called Heroes, this world had gone from a world-altering event to world-altering event. And here's where he talks about that coffee shop once again. A year prior, he had a talk with his friend Baker about leaving before something happened. This is what he was talking about. A riot began in Seattle, one that was started to bring a divide to the country. This was the event that Baker had told
Oh,
you
yeah.
before it had begun.
Can't.
Jace laments the world he once knew, how he knew he wouldn't be able to use his phone in the new world, how he would get used to not having it. He decides that he will meet up with Baker as the world falls into chaos. There's a way out for him. Back in the game, the community had voted for Sarah to play the Song of Healing for Ben. She begins to explore her area before coming into contact with an elegy statue. She hides behind a tree and continues to look around before seeing that there are 2 elegy statues now.
Why is it 2025? It should be 2022. There it is.
Ben begins to speak to her. I've been trapped in here for so long. No one could ever find me. He's been using me for all this
Is that?
tormenting me.
No,
And he
no,
continues to
not
intervene. Someone else came close years ago, but he was all by himself, and the father had already gotten too strong. They made him another vessel. He can control our actions and our words. We have moments of free will. Important to note here, the wording for some of the text started and then erased itself. It said, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying. This line has been heard at the start of every video since the start of Awakening. It is a line said by Rosa, so it can be assumed that this is Rosa talking to Sarah. There's a final plea. Heal our souls, before Sarah is transported to a new area of the giant Deku scrub. Before this, there were scenes from Jujusable's playthrough. This is important to connect the original story, but really is a great callback to where this all began. Sarah gets turned into adult Link from Ocarina of Time and attacks the giant Deku scrub. After, the screen cuts to black. She is brought back to the tree.
Jesus. I might just do everything else off stream. I just wanted to show, like, do my weekend bullshit. I don't know. It's just. I want to make sure that I could at least be consistent on Friday, Saturday, hopefully Sunday. We'll see. But we'll see on Sunday. I should be able to. But yeah, work's been tough. It's been a lot. It's been really physical, and it's just been, ugh, you know what I mean? Not fun. But hey, I'm getting paid. That's really all that matters. I can't be as consistent as I want to be, and that's okay. There's really no need to be. Well, there's no need to be that, like, consistent where it's like, I'm going to stream every day and da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, I'm not that kind of person. But I gotta at least try to be like, here's when I will be streaming at approximately this time, and yeah, that's about it. It is 9:27 p.m. I'm going to continue to get this stuff uploaded and just continue to work on more rebooted reality stuff, and then we will see. I need to get some other work done for sure. It's been really tough to get any kind of motivation going. I'm hoping I can get some work for other people done. That is the plan. I don't know if that plan is going to be 100%, but I'm going to try tomorrow to get most of that stuff done. But yeah, with that being said, hey, I appreciate all of you. To all you lurking, I appreciate you guys. You guys are really, you guys are amazing. I love you all. Peace and blessings, and as always, I will see you all next time. Take care now.